A house is burning on Timur Frunze Street in the center of Moscow, an RBC correspondent reports. The Ministry of Emergency Situations reported that the fire broke out on the roof of a 6-story building under construction, and there were no reports of casualties. A fire broke out in the elite residential complex Rosa Rossa, RIA Novosti reports. According to SHOT, welding work was being carried out on the roof of the building before the fire. The area of the fire is 100 square meters. Traffic has been blocked on several streets in Moscow due to a fire, the capital's Department of Transport reports. On Zubovskaya Street in the area of Building 2, due to a fire, traffic along Timura Frunze Street from Zubovskaya Street to Timura Frunze Street, 11S7 has been closed, the report says. They added that traffic was also blocked on Rossolimo Street from Leo Tolstoy Street to Timur Frunze Street. The prosecutor's office has launched an investigation into the fire. The work of law enforcement agencies and emergency services at the scene is being coordinated by the prosecutor of the Central District, Oleg Kudryavtsev, the statement said.
Я думаю, что за щелчки такие, а оказывается, вон оно что. Нет, вот тут есть. Жесть.
The drone attack on Russia's Engels airfield, the third in 10 weeks, demonstrates Ukraine's successful strategy to avoid Russian strikes. It is easier to prevent than to repel. As Forbes analyst David Axe writes, the Americans used a similar strategy in Iraq and Afghanistan. To prevent roadside bomb ambushes, they learned to get ahead of the problem and track down the people who made and distributed the bombs. They were aiming to be to the left of the attack, on the left-to-right timeline. In an attempt to intercept Russian bombs, missiles and drones moments before they hit, in particular because they lack American and European air defense missiles. The Ukrainians are also aiming to the left, Axe notes. At the same time, Axe notes that such preemptive strikes by Ukraine are possible due to the complete inability of Russian air defense systems to adapt to the threat posed by small drones. The Yuka Spec Systems PD-1 drone was seen flying low over Saratov just before or after the Engels explosion. The PD-1 could have been delivering a small explosive payload as part of the strike, or it could have been conducting surveillance for the benefit of the attack drone crews. In any case, it flew unhindered over one of the most important Russian Air Force bases. He noted, gaps in Russian and Ukrainian air defenses are the untold story behind Russia's ongoing bombing of Ukrainian cities and Ukrainian drone raids, an expert said. Ukraine has only 6 Patriot missile systems and 2 SAMP/T batteries and cannot defend all of its population centers with them, so it has no choice but to target Russian bombers, fuel and ammunition. Axe notes, emphasizing that air-base raids are only as successful as Russia's own air defenses. The utter failure of Russian air defenses to adapt to the threat from small drones makes Ukraine's preemptive strikes possible. The PD-1 may have delivered a small explosive payload as part of the strike, or it may have conducted surveillance on behalf of the attack drone crews. Either way, it motored unmolested over one of the Russian Air Force's most important bases.
Ukrainian forces liberated the village of Nadia in Luhansk Oblast, reclaiming 3 square kilometers from Russian occupation, the 3rd Assault Brigade reported on March 23. The 30-hour operation was carried out by the 3rd Assault Brigade, in particular the 1st Assault Battalion. The brigade uploaded a graphic video from the operation showing armored vehicles firing across an open field, and Ukrainian soldiers shooting in woods nearby derelict houses. Several dead Russian soldiers are shown in the video, although the brigade did not confirm the number of fatalities and casualties. The capture of Nadia cost the enemy 2 months of effort and 2 wiped-out mechanized regiments, the 752nd and 254th 20th Russian Army, said Andriy Biletsky, commander of the 3rd Army Corps. According to the brigade, control over Nadia was restored by the 1st Assault Battalion. The total area liberated from Russian forces amounts to 3 square kilometers. The village lies on the western edge of Luhansk Oblast, around 3 kilometers from the border of Kharkiv Oblast. It was captured by Russia in March 2022, then liberated in October 2022 before being occupied a second time. In late February, Ukrainian paratroopers recaptured the village of Kotlin near Pokrovsk in the Donetsk region, dealing heavy losses to Russian forces in a decisive assault operation, according to the airborne assault forces. Luhansk Oblast remains almost entirely occupied by Russian forces.